Halloween in America. Every year, millions of Americans come together to celebrate Halloween on October 31st. Halloween has its roots in the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, celebrated over 2,000 years ago in what is now Ireland, the UK, and northern France. For the Celts, Samhain marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, a time associated with death. Celts believed that on this night, the boundary between the living and the dead blurred, allowing spirits to roam the earth. People lit large bonfires and wore costumes to ward off or disguise themselves from these spirits. By the 9th century, as Christianity spread, the Church adapted Samhain into All Saints' Day, or All Hallows' Day, on November 1st, a day to honor saints and martyrs. October 31st became known as All Hallows' Eve, eventually shortened to Halloween. Despite these changes, many of Samhain's traditions, like lighting fires and dressing up to avoid spirits, endured and evolved over time. When Irish and Scottish immigrants began arriving in America in the 19th century, many through Ellis Island, they brought Halloween customs with them. These traditions blended with harvest celebrations in the United States, marking the beginnings of Halloween as we know it today. During this time, Halloween was less about spirits and more about community gatherings, with ghost stories, pranks, and games becoming popular parts of the celebration. One of the most iconic parts of Halloween today is trick-or-treating. This tradition actually has European origins. In medieval Britain, people practiced souling, where the poor would go door to door on All Saints' Day offering prayers for the dead in exchange for food. This practice evolved in America into a more playful version, where children would go from house to house in costume, asking for treats rather than performing tasks. The costume tradition has deep roots as well. In the early 20th century, costumes began to shift from supernatural disguises to a way for people to express their creativity. By the 1930s, store-bought costumes became available, often inspired by pop culture characters, and this idea has only grown with each generation. Today, costumes are a mix of traditional supernatural themes, pop culture icons, and even humorous outfits, with people of all ages joining in. And of course, no Halloween is complete without jack-o'-lanterns. This tradition also came from Irish immigrants, who originally carved faces into turnips to ward off spirits. In the US, they found that pumpkins, a native crop, were easier to carve, leading to the pumpkin's iconic role in Halloween. During the 20th century, Halloween gradually became more commercialized. By the 1950s, Halloween was a family-oriented holiday, with parades, community gatherings, and parties for children and adults alike. Today, Halloween has grown into a multi-billion-dollar industry, with Americans spending over $10 billion each year on costumes, decorations, candy, and themed events. Haunted houses, corn mazes, and theme park attractions bring the holiday to life, with people seeking thrills and frights that reflect Halloween's spooky origins. From ancient rituals to modern festivities, Halloween in the U.S. is a rich tapestry of history, tradition, and cultural adaptation. It brings communities together, allows for creativity, and gives us a fun, spooky escape from the everyday. Whether you're dressing up, carving pumpkins, or handing out candy, Halloween continues to captivate people of all ages and backgrounds each October. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.